Welcome to Amaravathi, the new capital of Andhra Pradesh.
This is the government's dream of Amaravathi, a modern capital to be built from scratch.
Of navigable canals, metro rail, BRTS, high-speed rail.
Most of all, it's seen as having pioneered a new model for getting land, without the drama and delay of the Land Acquisition Act.
Part of this journey in creating Amaravathi, a world-class city.
But not all is well in the making of paradise. This is the Amaravathi we see today. A fertile river delta, the food bowl of the region. A single-lane road through 29 villages. It has been raining every day, the river Krishna is swollen, the alluvial soil drenched. A farmer's dream. Reddy's 6 acres are bursting with lemons, bananas and ivy gourd. And this is only one round of harvest. He'll grow 3 more of paddy, turmeric, drumstick, chilies and Bengal gram, making at least 1.5 lakh rupees a month on average. Reddy finds it ridiculous to give up this multi-crop land for a city he can't imagine. But saying no to the government has not been easy.
భయపెట్టి ఆయన ఏయాగిన ఇబ్బందులను చేసి మా పొలాలు లాక్కొని పోలీసులతో లాక్కొని ఎలాంటి ఇబ్బందులు అయితే పెట్టొచ్చో గవర్నమెంట్ అలాంటి ఇబ్బందులు పెట్టి మమ్మల్ని మేము పడరాని బాధలు పడుతున్నాం.
Reddy is one of a few hundred farmers from 5 villages refusing to give their land up for Amaravathi. Of the about 33,000 acres the government wants for the new city, these farmers own only about 2,000. But it's at the very heart of the city plan. A small but strong rebellion. Across Amaravathi, it's quite easy to establish which of the lands have been given for the land pooling system and which have not. For instance, this land has been uncultivated for the last 2 years because this farmer decided to give his land for the pooling in 2015, and that means he cannot cultivate on it since then. On the other hand, this farm still has vegetables growing on it because the farmer decided not to give his land for the pooling system. This is a visible marker also of another thing, that is the trust that people place on the government. While this farmer trusts the government, this farmer does not. Reddy liked the idea of being part of a new city until he felt shortchanged by the pooling process. In his 6 acres, he usually grows
banana, black gram, maize, brinjal.
With groundwater at 20 feet, he says it's fertile land and must get higher compensation. But the government had other ideas.
1903, on their records, this land as showing as dry land, they said. Now we are in 2017.
Frustrated, he joined the farmers opposed to the pooling. He's drawn up a list of 55 reasons why the pooling is wrong. Takeover of a region that's 55% agricultural, prone to floods, police intimidation, lack of transparency.
We were requesting them so many times to record our voices, our opinions, our objections, but they bluntly rejected.
He's now going to take his grievance where the state can't ignore it. Claiming that 90% of the required land is ready, the capital is now focused on shoring up the enormous investment of 58,000 crore rupees. The government wants a loan of $300 million from the World Bank. On August 29th and 30th, here in Tulluru, the World Bank team watches as the villagers and Amaravathi officials speak completely different languages.
Women groups also like this. You're not physically handicapped less privileged.
It's a day of heated battles everywhere we go. A land acquisition meeting sees a boycott. When Reddy brings his complaint to the World Bank meeting at Venkatapalayam, farmers in favor of land pooling outnumber him. A fight breaks out.
ఈ 98% ఎప్పుడైతే ఇచ్చారో వాళ్ళ రేటు కూడా ఇంక్రీజ్ అయింది. 25,000 ఎకరాల్లో భూమి ఇంక్రీజ్ అయింది. 99% ఇచ్చిన 28,000 కుటుంబాల్లో 1,00,000 మందికి హాని చేయకూడదు.
Sudhakar Rao gave 40 acres to pooling. It's large-scale farmers like him who've helped Amaravathi pool 90% of the land it needs. Rao's children are doctors abroad. He will be the last farmer of his family. By selling his land, he says, he's simply taking care of his next generation. Farmers who are able to trust the 35-year Amaravathi dream seem to have economic security. And in Andhra Pradesh, economic security also comes from caste and party affiliation. Most affluent farmers who've pooled their land are Naidus, just like the Chief Minister. They are traditional voters of the ruling Telugu Desam party. The anti-pooling farmers are largely Reddys and Kapus, supporting the YSR Congress, BJP or other parties. Land pooling doesn't fall under the Land Acquisition Act, so it doesn't offer money to the farmer. In exchange for land today, it offers land in the future.
Farmers would give the land voluntarily to the government. Government in turn would develop the infrastructure, and obviously when the capital is being located, the prices of the lands will shoot up. And after the infrastructure is developed, we will give back to the farmers a developed piece of land, which is about 25%. For example, for each 1 acre of land given, we are giving back 1000 square yards of residential and 250 square yards of commercial plot to them.
For this model to work, the city must meet its timeline. But the Chief Minister has changed 5 architects. The latest is Bahubali director Rajamouli.
చంద్రబాబును కలిసిన తర్వాత వెలగపూడిలోని సచివాలయాన్ని రాజమౌళి పరిశీలించారు.
Only the Secretariat and 2 half-built universities are visible. And the World Bank loan may also not come in. After their visit, the bank team reported that the government intimidated many farmers. Petitions alleging floodplain encroachment haunted the city for 2 years. In November, the court rejected them, but there's a lot of delay to make up for. But here's a central question for a city engineered overnight from villages. Will it really have space for its old residents?
A lot of parks and a lot of green spaces are going to come. So the farmers are the best in developing those green spaces. But they are traditional farmers. Now we are converting them into a landscape developers.
Stuck in between, even pro-pooling farmers are uneasy. Will Amaravathi come up at all? And if it does, what will they do in the paradise of global companies, IT jobs, glass and steel?